So basically, in every episode of Travel the World and Taste It vlog, I will be featuring one country or city that I visited and the food or the dessert that I love from that particular place. And the highlight will be the recipe that I'll be sharing to everyone. Okay, let's start. After a 7-hour flight plus 2 hours layover in Istanbul airport, a cold, gloomy weather welcomed me in London. I always dream of visiting England. First reason is because of the Stonehenge. I actually first saw a picture of Stonehenge in one of the school's desktop wallpaper when I was in primary school. Second reason is to visit the Queen, which I know is impossible to meet her in person, but at least I saw the palace and the castle where she lives. And that's us, me, Jerwin, and Adsel. We've been best friends since college, so that's more than 11 years now. We actually visited a lot of iconic places in England. And aside from the bonding that we had, and the historical and iconic places that we visited, there is one thing that I love from England, and that is English scones. Hey guys, are you okay? Welcome back. This is Jessie, and today I will be sharing the recipe on how to bake English scones. Hello sir, would you like some water? Cheers mate. Cheers. Cheddar. Have you eaten? Sir, would you like some butter? It's quite delicious. It's quite fun. So I searched the net about the best recipe of English scones. I tried it and tasted it, and I came up with this. For today, we'll be using all-purpose flour and a baking powder. White granulated sugar. We'll be using also a heavy cream, egg, lemon, vanilla extract, salt, and butter. Let's get started. Okay. First step, preheat your oven at 200 degrees Celsius and then start with your dry ingredients. So what we'll do is we'll just strain 2 cups of all-purpose flour. Then add 1/3 cup of white granulated sugar. 4 teaspoons of baking powder. And then add half teaspoon of salt. And then after that, mix these ingredients in a food processor, but you can use manual mixing. And then after that, you can mix the butter. You will mix it until there's no evidence of chunks of butter. Then we will proceed with the wet ingredients. So this time we will be mixing all our wet ingredients, starting with 2/3 cup of milk, 1 egg, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and lemon. So after mixing all your wet ingredients, set aside 2 tablespoons of this mixture, and then you will use that later for the glaze of the scones. Make a well and pour the milk and egg mixture at the middle and then mix. Then remove the dough from the bowl and transfer to a floured surface. Then knead the dough for like a minute until it's smooth. Using a rolling pin, flatten the dough up to 1 inch. And then, using a dough cutter, press it down the dough and transfer it to the baking pan lined with a parchment paper. Brush your uncooked scones with milk and egg mixture. Bake it for 15 minutes until well risen and the top is color gold. So while waiting, let me just give you some travel tips, some personalized travel tips. And I actually made a list. So first, to save time and money at the airport, weigh your luggage before leaving the house. It's a must for me, most especially because I had a lot of experiences about excess luggage. Good thing I'm always 3 hours early, so I have time to unpack. Then I had this one experience during this London trip that I had, I think, more than 20 kilograms of excess luggage. So what I did was I called a taxi to send those excess luggage to my friend's house. And another tip, I really would recommend using Klook. It's an app with activities and attractions and also tickets that you can buy at a discounted price online. We actually used it a lot of times during our tours in Southeast Asia and also in UK. It will really save time and money because you don't have to fall in a long queue. There's a designated booth for Klook. And the next, charge all your gadgets before going to a daily tour. It actually happened to me during this tour that I forgot to charge my GoPro. So I ended up using my phone while taking videos. And that time it was windy. And good thing I didn't drop my phone from the cliff. And then next tip, what else? Airbnb. We're actually a fan of Airbnb because it's cheaper and everything is available, like kitchen, and there's breakfast, and you can also wash your clothes there, and yeah, you can cook as well. And then outfit, you know that already. Dress up to look good in pictures, and most especially dress up for yourself. The feeling of confidence, the feeling that you look good, that's something, right? And then check the weather for any chances of rain. Will it be sunny or windy? So you can be prepared, you can bring umbrella or coat, and you can dress appropriately. And then what else? Search online about the iconic places in that particular area. And also, be in it, be in that moment, enjoy. And that's it. I think it's done. We'll check if it's done already. Ta-da! Now that we're done baking, I think you know what's next. Did I hear you say eating time? You can eat scones plain as it is, or the best way to eat scones is with a clotted cream and a jam. And of course, your English scones experience will not be complete without an English tea. Now let's try it. It's quite lovely.
Hello. We're here in
Lulworth.
Lulworth.
Lul. What happened? If you like this video, please subscribe. And if you have suggestions, please comment down below. Thank you for watching and see you next week. Bye-bye. It's quite lovely. Cheers, mate. Yes, Andro.